Welcome, listeners. You're tuning in to AM 451. It's a Wednesday where I am, perhaps where you are too. I am the host, and I am here for you this evening. As many of you know, listeners, I enjoy sharing your letters and emails from time to time. If callers are the beating heart of this program, listener submissions are the lungs, oxygenating our lifeblood so that we might persist in our nightly journeys. Typically, I share the hopeful missives which buoy us against the oceans of doubt. Tonight, however, I have a message I feel is important to share, regardless of how it makes us feel. This letter is from Ron Kearney of Pendleton, Oregon. It's written in cursive. How about that? Ron says, "Dear host, sometimes when I listen to you, I feel like I am getting stupider. Big words and long sentences don't mask dumbness, and you are dumb. I hope Dana poisons your oolong tea, not to kill you or anything, but just to get you real sick so you can't host for a few days. Yours truly, Ron." Ron, if you're listening, I truly apologize that I have made you feel stupider. Naturally, I cannot control your reactions, listeners, but know that I aim to improve with each passing night. Somehow, I'm not surprised Dana chose that particular letter. Dana, who do we have to start us off for the night? Another Dana. And a man! What a remarkable coincidence. Studio Dana, how do you feel about having a male namesake out there somewhere? Studio Dana has rolled her eyes at this news. I'm not sure she enjoys sharing much of anything. And yes, Studio Dana, I would like the other half of that lemon poppy seed muffin. Please don't eat it. On second thought, you can have the muffin. Trying to stay awake, coupled with my love for baked goods, can get me in trouble in the calorie department. Yes, I'll get to the call. Hello, caller Dana. You're on the air.
I gotta hand it to you, host.
Off of the bang, aren't we, caller? Whereabouts are you calling from?
Just west of North Platte, about 300 miles from Omaha. I was planning to go all the way to 353, the York eastbound exit. They got good showers at the plaza there. Got an Applebee's, too.
Are you a truck driver, Dana?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we'll call you Trucker Dana. So, Trucker Dana, what beguiles you tonight?
Well, I listened to a lot of programs in my 45 years on the road.
45 years? That is a remarkable amount of windshield time.
Sure is. I like most of the programs, too, but there ain't none like yours, like I said. I gotta hand it to you.
Why, thank you. It's always nice to know you're appreciated by
Not like that, host. For ages now, I thought your show was the most harebrained, pie-in-the-sky, meat-headed thing I ever heard.
Well, I must admit your assessment of this program is judicious, if a tad belligerent. I certainly realize there are many ways I can improve my craft, but why continue listening at all if you have such strong feelings about the show's shortcomings?
You keep me up. If I gotta drive through Nebraska in the middle of the darn night, then I need something to keep my brain firing, and you... well, you're a crackpot.
That is what my former roommate Suzette called me during my brief stint in Topeka.
Right. So, I've been listening to you all these years because it fuels me, and all the talk of zombies and curses and aliens and whatnot. That chupacabra one got me real good. That poor woman had to give up her darn dog because of you. But most of the time, I just love to talk right back at you while you tell a caller what's what. It's like I got you on the CB.
Glad to have been of service, even if it's only due to some internal saturnalia of provincial epistemology. Forgive my verbosity. I do want to get to the heart of this call. I suspect you are not with us merely to gloat about the inerrancies of your worldview.
I sure ain't. Especially now that they stopped twitching.
Twitching? Who's twitching? Caller, are you alright?
Of course I'm alright. This truck's a darn juggernaut.
Dana, have you hit something with your truck?
I'd say so. Before tonight, I would have laughed and yelled at the radio on account of how crazy you are, but now, I'm not so sure. What I got is a couple of beings that don't rightly belong around here.
Dana, are you talking about people? Have you contacted the authorities? Have any other passers-by stopped to help?
No one will bother to stop out here. Not this time of night. It's just me and these two, things down here on the pavement.
Dana, you must be in shock. This is an awful thing to happen to anyone, but the Nebraska State Patrol are a cadre of seasoned public servants. Please hang up and call them. I'm sure this was an accident and they can help you sort it out.
It was no accident, host. Now that it's happened, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But I was hearing your voice over them airwaves, and it had me in some weird mood, and then I saw them things in the road. All black, stringy buggers, no darn eyes. I don't know what came over me, but I sped up. I guess I was thinking that if I took care of them, you know what I mean, then maybe that would be that.
How could you? I'm sure the beings you're describing are dusklings. Are you telling me you've snuffed the life out of these beautiful people?
These ain't no people, host. They're hell creatures.
Inaccurate. Dusklings are a peaceful, private people who, much like hobbits, have lived for millennia out of the way of the likes of you and me. The two that lay at your cruel feet are likely from a nearby forest that is being leveled for further travel plazas or Applebee's franchises. Now, caller, I have a number for you to call on this matter, and I must insist that you...
What the heck? There's something else, host. It's right beneath the engine block.
Is it something alive? Is it injured?
Come here, you bugger. Host, how do I catch these things?
Don't scare it. Dana, you must relax. Calm yourself. Now tell us what you see.
You're out of your darn mind, host. It's the middle of Nebraska in the winter, and... Hang on, it's coming out a bit. Yep. No eyes. Hell creature. Smaller one, but still.
Dana, I implore you to stop and consider this situation. Is it possible that the two at your feet are the parents of this young one?
It's possible. I should finish the job, shouldn't I? Not doing no favors to anyone, leaving this thing alive. Who knows what it could do? Come here, you. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Do not move a muscle. You know that I prefer listening to my callers, but this time I need you to listen to me. You have taken life twice this night. You will not take a third. You will remain seated on the road. You will answer my questions. What is the Duskling child doing now?
Well, it's hiding behind a wheel right now.
Of course she is. She's terrified. She has just experienced the most traumatic event of her life. Look around you, caller. Is there anyone else nearby?
Wait just a minute, host. How do you know it's a she?
Be sensible. Now is not the time for a gender squabble. Now, is there anyone else nearby?
No.
Exactly. It's just you and her. And tell me this, Dana. How are you feeling right now?
Cold, I guess. I can see my breath like I'm smoking a cigarette.
Now, take stock of your thoughts, your emotions. Take a deep, cold breath. Share with us what you're feeling.
Guess, kind of shaky.
Think about it, caller. What could be causing those nerves? What could you fear right now?
Can't be that alien, kid. Why the heck would I be afraid of that thing? It's a pipsqueak.
I see compound possibilities. Can you still see the Duskling child?
I see her.
Good. It is now time to overcome this fear. I permit you to move a muscle. Hold out your hand.
My hand? Why?
Because it is what she needs right now. Are you doing it?
Yeah. It's like I'm driving on a rumble strip here. I can't stop the shaking, host.
It's okay, caller. Can you imagine how she feels?
What do you mean?
Look at her. What do you notice?
I don't know. The eyes thing's really getting to me.
See her.
I can see her breath cloud.
Yes. Great observation, Dana. What else?
She's sort of holding one of her arms out, I think. She's kind of walking towards me now. She's shaking. Shaking all over. She's real close now. What if she bites me, host?
Some might say you would deserve it, Dana. But I think we both know that will not be the case. This young one is holding up a mirror, isn't she?
She's touching me now. She touched my hand. She's shaking more than I am. Host, what do I do?
What would you need?
She's so cold. I gotta go, host. I need both my hands. I gotta get her in the truck. She's freezing out here. It's just, I'm just not sure what to... This is all just so...
Oh dear. I need a moment, listeners. Mercury is clearly in retrograde, and I am finding it difficult to gather myself. Let's take a break.
Almost Family Kitchen in Riverside, South Dakota now has bloops. Bloops are new, and that's tough. Change is always hard, but bloops are supposed to be fun, too. Come try new bloops from assistant trainee chef, executive nephew, Tristan Hohensi, whom we trust, even though he's 11. Bloops at Oma's Family Kitchen.